This is Another News for Friday, October 7th, 2011. And Other News is brought to you by RingCentral.com. For real. It's the #1 cloud-based phone system for your business. Start your 30-day risk-free trial at RingCentral.com.
You did that very well.
Welcome to In Other News. I'm Iyaz Akhtar.
I'm Tony Wang.
And I'm Liz Romero.
And I'm slightly unflappable this morning. This is the show where we shine a spotlight on some of the overshadowed stories in technology because, you know, big news happened this week, and there are some smaller things that we want to talk about today. And this is a very alpha show. If you didn't catch I think there was a Sith near me.
I didn't see anything.
You didn't see there was a big Halloween thing?
No.
Okay, so there was...
I felt a presence, though. I didn't see anything.
I was apparently hallucinating. There was a Leo Laporte roaming around earlier. And we're testing out some new mics. So if this sounds strange...
different.
Feedback.
They sound different.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Leave a comment.
Let's talk about the Kindle Fire. So reports this week, there's some varying numbers out there. Cult of Android has received screenshots of Amazon's internal inventory system saying that over 50,000 Kindle Fires were sold for the first 5 days. So a rate of over 2,000 ordered every hour. Now that might not be the real number. eData source says that Amazon sold 215,000 over 6 days. The thing is, Amazon doesn't actually release their numbers, so who knows? And for some perspective, if you want to know, like, what's this compared to like an iPad? Well, Apple sold 1 million iPad 2s in the first weekend of sales, but that's when it was actually available. So the Kindle's not available until November 15th. What do you guys think of the Kindle Fire? I think you ordered one, right?
I ordered one, so I think that's
well, because
good.
your Kindle passed away.
No.
Oh, wait, it was before.
Actually, my Kindle committed suicide is
because
after
I
ordered the
Right,
Fire.
right. Well, you know, I can't wait to go to the Amazon store and try out the Kindle Fire.
The brick and mortar
Or you
store?
could try mine.
Where are you're going to go to Seattle? Like, there's like, going to Amazon's headquarters just to find one? I mean, they sell those Kindles like in Best Buy, and they sell, well, not right now, but they probably will.
Why wouldn't you just use mine or Tom or Leo's? We all ordered one.
I'm making fun of Amazon because they don't have a store.
I don't.
Do you think that's going to hurt them? I mean, Barnes & Noble, they have their Nook, and you can go to a store and you're like, oh, what's that? And they show you the Nook color.
It would definitely help them if they had a store, a physical store. Because if you go to an Apple store right now, you'll just see little 4 or 5-year-olds playing with iPads. I mean, these kids are going to convince their parents to get an iPad. They're going to grow up with an iPad. You know, and that, I mean, that could probably explain why they've sold, you know, 1 million in a weekend. But
do you think the lack of actually holding? What do you think? Do you think they need a market presence? I mean, they sell these in stores, but they don't have the same kind of help that you would have in an Apple store or in a Barnes & Noble or wherever else you can test out these things.
I don't think it would hinder it at all. I think it would help. At the same time,
it would definitely help a lot more.
It would help, but it's not one of those things where it's going to kill it. It's
no,
not
it's not going to kill it. No, it's not going to kill it. I'm just saying, maybe it could do 1 million if it had a store.
I think it'll do fine because it'll be on the front page of Amazon. You know, because you just show up there for anything because you want something. You're like, oh, I have Prime. I want to try this thing out, and you end up, I'm going to buy a Kindle Fire, and I need a shop vac, and I need this other thing. Because you can buy everything at Amazon.
That's true.
And it's going to be up front over there. You might be able to get it in Walmart eventually, but Walmart and T-Mobile. See what I did there?
Oh,
Walmart and T-Mobile are showing off. They're going to have a new thing on the 16th of October. No contract, $30 plan that includes unlimited internet access, text messages, and only 100 minutes for phone calls. 10 cents a minute once you go over that. Here's the thing, though. You get 5 gigabytes at unlimited speeds, or like as fast as you can get it. Then you get throttled. So how do you guys use your phones? Like, I know that for me, a data-centric plan is the way to go because I don't talk to people. Because, you know, talking to people is the thing I don't do very much.
No, I don't either.
Text messages is a lot easier for me, or sending an email when people check email, Tony.
Well, I can tell you right now, I've tried hitting my 5 gig limit on my T-Mobile, and the throttling is, to say the least, painful. I mean, I did a speed test while I was being throttled after going 5 gigs, and it was about 2 kilobytes per second. So it's just enough for you to check your email, but then if your email has attachments, you would never get your emails.
I use my phone for work a lot of the time, so I have to have phone calls. I'm going to have Restoration Hardware calling, oh, we're delivering the chairs finally tomorrow.
All right, well, before you were super personal assistant, how would you use your phone? Before that?
I would ignore calls and then have the Google Voice braille read that.
You just read the translation or whatever they call it. Transcription was far from good. I might like this idea. Like I $30, no contract. So if you don't want to pay, you don't have to. T-Mobile's got some decent coverage. It's obviously their fake 4G, so you don't get crazy speeds. But the other thing is I don't know what phones there are yet.
Yeah.
Like if they're like feature phones or something.
Probably like that burn one. You have a pretty awesome phone. It could be like that.
I'm being mocked for my burner phone.
On the Virgin Mobile, you can get the same plan for $25 a month.
Let me
and you get what you get is a Samsung slider phone with keyboard and I think it's called Intercept. I can't remember what it's called.
There's a bunch of Android phones out there now
but they're the
basic.
basic. They're the first gen Android phones though. I mean they're 600 gigahertz.
This is my burner phone.
Saucy.
Now I just dug this up the other day because
Still working.
It still works, yep. And it does phone calls, and that's all I use this thing for because obviously this is not a real phone. I mean, and the other thing is this phone. I was given this a phone number for this thing, and I called it this morning, and some lady answered. I was holding the phone, so they reassigned my phone number. So whatever it is, if you have my burner number, don't call it.
And movies. Yes, movies. One of my favorite things in the entire world. Yes, I'm that way. For the movie world, a Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hollywood did what now?
I can't speak today. Hollywood is actually doing an experiment. Paramount streams Transformers to your PC. You're not going to be going through Netflix. You're not going to go through Blockbuster. You're going to be streaming it directly from Paramount. They're trying to eliminate the middlemans. This actually means that for $3.99, you could get a 2-day rental of Transformers. And this only works for Microsoft if you have Silverlight. So no iPads or iPhones or anything like that can take advantage of this awesome deal. Wow. Yes, super.
But then again, I mean, like, what would you normally get? You have to get it on Blu-ray or DVD. I think it's $5 for the HD rental. I mean, if this means that you can get streaming movies faster, so instead of waiting for some weird Netflix period or waiting for it on Amazon VOD or whatever, if the studios were actually streaming it directly, even though you'd have to go to like Paramount and then you have to go to Fox and then you have to go to wherever. I mean, I kind of like the idea of being able to get these movies as soon as possible. What do you think? Do you want to wait? Do you want to go to one place or do you want to go to a bunch of different sites for your movies?
Well, I feel like if I've already skipped that movie in the theaters, because if I really want to see a movie, I would be there Friday night. If I already skipped it and wait for it to come on DVD or streaming, I can wait a little bit longer. I was on my PS3 the other day.
You're a patient man.
Yeah, no. I was on my PS3 the other day, and they have the little scrolling ads that show you what's new games and whatever. And then there was a little stab at Netflix. It said, "Oh, watch this movie released now, before it goes on Netflix."
Well, yeah.
Everything's doing that about Netflix, though. It's like before you go on Netflix. Like Comcast, they're for their on-demand 3 days before.
Right, so I think I can wait 30 more
That's the
days.
main competition. They have to compare it.
You can talk to your friends about this. This is the water cooler kind of thing. But then you'd see it in the theater.
But then my friends already ruined the movie for me because they.
Oh wait, you guys want to be ahead of the times? Be like, oh, I know about this. Let's talk about it. No. How? I will tell you how. There's actually a new Eddie Murphy movie. Yes.
Exciting.
Yes, he's exciting. But also it is with Ben Stiller, I will say that. I wanted to make sure that apparent. But would you want to see an Eddie Murphy movie for $60? You know you want to, Tony. I can see in your face.
Is Eddie going to sit on my lap and watch it with me?
Yes. Very personal time. Buddy time.
I'll do it.
$60? Okay, what's the catch?
Oh, what the catch is, you actually get it 3 weeks after it opens. So therefore, you could be one of the kids where, oh, I didn't want to go to the movie theater to actually go see it there. I'm going to go watch it at home by myself. For $60. Yeah.
Would you just have a viewing party?
Let's do that at work here. We get 12 people together, $5 each, $60. We'll just watch it in the studio.
Because it's probably a lousy movie.
Actually, I looked at the trailer. I laughed a couple times. It wasn't that bad. There's no way worth $60, but it wasn't that bad of a movie. It was
I saw this trailer.
one.
Have you seen the trailer?
I haven't seen the trailer.
Imagine like. How would you compare
They're talking about
Ocean's 11 in a.
It's called Tower Heist, so it's probably
it's slap chuckle type of humor more. Yeah, not the classic ooh I'm so.
$60. I mean, this is what 3 weeks after it's out in theaters. So the idea is, let's say you have a family, right? And it's going to cost you like what, $10 a person to go to this movie in the first place, and then they want to eat snacks, and then somebody's got to go to the bathroom, so you miss a part of the movie. Because I think you can watch this for 2 days, and you can pause it.
Mm-hmm. You can do it as like much as you want for, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I can see the benefit there, but like for normal people like you guys, because you guys are normal, like you guys can watch movies, go outside in the world, fun stuff like that. You're not saddled with the.
You can bring that with you.
If I can't bring, I'm not going to be the guy who brings a screaming infant. I won't do it. And the other thing is I'm going to miss part of the movie. Like, that's just not going to be fun. Also, I don't want to see this movie. But I think I probably would have paid this much money for something like
No, they had to have like
X-Men.
a really good movie. I think would have been, like if there was like the original Ocean's 11, something like that. That would have been a movie to really experiment this with. But Tower Heist is one of those things where I think you're gonna love it or hate it. And some people are gonna hate it.
I think it'd be good though. We could have movie nights here.
Yeah, we should do that.
So
well, then we could have it on Pixel 4's like huge like projector in the back, their movie little area.
I didn't know they had that. No, that's right. They showed that off.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna take a break and actually talk about our sponsor. We have a partner today. It's RingCentral. So let's talk about RingCentral. When Leo built this studio, and he did it by himself, I'll tell you, he had a hammer and a nail, and it's kind of crazy how this place got together. He went with RingCentral for Twit's business phone system. We didn't want to go with the old-fashioned PBX phone system in the basement. That just costs way too much. It was way too complicated. And you know what? RingCentral has been amazing. There's no startup costs. There's no PBX in the basement. It's totally affordable, totally easy to set up. We get more features than that old-fashioned hardware PBX. Like, we can get faxes in our inboxes. It works with our smartphones, and it does a lot more. It's just incredible. And here's the cost. It's pretty tiny. It's only $25 a month per user, and it includes unlimited usage. So you can take a look at RingCentral, and you'll find out why it's the #1 cloud phone system for business. We trust them, we use them, and you should try them too. You can start right now with a 30-day risk-free trial at ringcentral.com, or you can actually call them at 1-800-800-4070. That's 1-800-800-4070, or I'll say it a different way, 1-800-800-4070. And that's ringcentral.com. Definitely check it out if you want the #1 cloud phone system.
I'm a huge fan of RingCentral. The support has been really great. The last message we got last week, even though it didn't sound good when we played it, it was actually really clear. I immediately got it in my email.
Yeah, it's a totally different way to get a phone system in your business. So definitely check it out. I think it's one way to go.
Is it super? It's just super.
It's incredible. What I've read.
You know what else is incredible?
What's that?
The Xbox 360.
It has gotten pretty cool.
It's pretty awesome. And now it's going to be even more incredible because Microsoft is trying to push this new thing they're releasing where you buy your content once and you can play your game on any device.
Mm-hmm. So you could start your game on an Xbox 360 and then move to your Windows Phone.
Right.
And then go to your PC.
Right.
And then keep playing the same game.
Right.
So you'll have to be registered under you to do this?
Well, you'll be logged into your live account on all the devices.
So it's kind of like how you use Netflix now. Like you can
or like Amazon Kindle.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if this would get me... I don't see how this would work on a lot of different games because, the Xbox controller is one way to play a game. And then if you have a Windows Phone, you're going to have either a touchscreen or maybe even a slider QWERTY. But then you go to your PC and you have a keyboard, unless you could...
I think, it's obviously going to be limited to most of their downloadable games and, their mini games. So I imagine playing Minesweeper. Like, I got Minesweeper installed on here.
So you're starting Minesweeper
So I start Minesweeper here.
Okay.
And then I'll go home and turn on my Xbox 360, and then I'll take my laptop to the bathroom and yeah.
I see. Okay, I didn't think about this. This could be for toilet gaming.
Toilet gaming.
You're like, I want to keep playing. I'm just going to take this with me. Because you can't just take your console into the bathroom, I assume.
Exactly.
Unless...
Oh, it could happen, man. You could put on a cart, just like our avatars.
So you figured out a way around this entirely. Make sure your game console's on the cart.
Conventional way.
And roll it to the bathroom. I don't think that's what they're going for with this. But it's an intriguing idea. I'm assuming that eventually they're doing all the work on their end, kind of like on live.
Right.
So you're just streaming it to whatever thing, because your device can't possibly... I don't think a Windows Phone can do the same.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like Slimboxing then.
Yeah. Same kind of thing.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I mean, it's a proven business model by other companies, so they figure they can.
Well, I mean, the thing is wireless? Are wireless speeds fast enough for you to be able to do this? Can all this stuff that's happening on a server somewhere else get to your phone fast enough that you're not complaining of lag?
Probably not.
Probably not. That's why it's planned. It's just a small
waiting for
rumor.
4G and LTE.
So you can do more things with your phone. DoCoMo showed off its food photo image analyzers at, I think it's CTEC. Now, so get this. You take a picture of your food with your phone, and it'll tell you all kinds of calorie information and all kinds of nutritional information, so you can determine whether you want to eat that. Now, in the demo, DoCoMo was actually showing the device working with plastic foods and they have to be a standard portion. Apparently, it was running on an Android app, so it's not there yet. It's more of a concept, and your food has to be prepared exactly the same with this database. But would you guys take photos of your food and then not eat it?
Oh, I would. I would send it back and be like, excuse me, chef, I need you to make it exactly like this. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that.
I mean, you can just Google these information already. I mean, you can just go on Google and Google pasta calorie or chicken Alfredo, and you'll see that there is a sort of an average range of calories. I mean, I took food science in
Well, you can
college.
already do the picture search anyway through Google.
Wait, you took food science in college?
Yeah.
Okay, so the fact that you could take a photo of this, it's just not easier. You want to actually Google this. What if you don't even know what you have? What if you went to like a different country and you're like,
well, you
point to something.
Chances are, if you're in a different country and you're taking a picture of it, trying to figure out what it is,
Yeah.
this database is not going to know anything.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's safe to say chicken Alfredo, right around 2,000 calories. I mean, you don't really need to...
What if it's a small amount?
Then it would be less. It would be 1,000.
It'd be less. Okay, I guess
but
that's
most of the time when you go to restaurants, they give you portions for two.
That's
two
true,
portions.
yeah.
So.
Or you go to classy places like Applebee's and already tells you all that stuff on the menu.
Well, that's because they're required to do that by law.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a little. I think this would be kind of neat. Although I don't want to know about half the stuff I'm eating. Like I don't want to know. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that. Like I know this triple cheeseburger is going to kill me, but I don't need to know that's got 2,700 calories and 90 grams of fat.
Again, probably not that much. It's probably around 1,000.
A triple cheeseburger?
You're being so optimistic
Wait,
today.
a triple? Okay, never mind. A
That's what I
triple is
said.
probably
Oh, I
1,500.
killed
Yeah.
Just worry if it tastes good, says Curtis B in the chat room. Yeah, that's something you could do. Over on Hulu, they've got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but one of the smaller stories that kind of got buried was they did this new thing called ad swap. So if you're watching a video on Hulu, and in their little demo video, they show a fellow who's being targeted, but he's getting all these ads about bringing out his inner woman, which is not necessarily for him.
It could happen.
So what you can do is you can hover over the ad, and up top you'll get the ability to switch ads. So in the demo video, they showed off like moving to HTC or Geico or something else. I'm intrigued by the idea of being able to pick your ad. I mean, the thing is, I know YouTube does a thing where you can skip an ad after a couple seconds, and I know I've ended up watching trailers for movies, even though I could skip them. Do you think anyone's going to use this? Because Hulu thinks apparently only 3% of their users will do this. And I don't think you can do this on Hulu Plus, because I haven't seen it there.
I would just, the Kindle, the one that, committed. It actually has it so you can actually manage your Kindle online, and it has an option of what different ads you want to show. So I don't want to have it be right as the ad is popping up. I don't want to see the one that doesn't apply to me. I want to be able to, on my Hulu account or whatever account, I want to be able to select, I'm not interested in this, I'm interested in these, and have those. If I have to endure them, I'd rather be ones that are appealing to me and not have to deal with it every single time I'm going to this device. I'd rather it be automatically set up. Oh, I want to look at movies, I want to look at entertainment. I don't need to be looking at, hiking material. I don't need to be advertised that.
I feel like advertisers need to be smarter.
Okay.
Really?
If I'm watching Top Gear on, BBC America or whatever their website,
good.
I don't even know if it's on there. If I'm watching Top Gear, I would have no problem if you show me a Ford ad.
Yeah.
Like, why can't they do that?
But something like Hulu, you're going to be watching all sorts of, are they supposed to span like, this movie, have only these ads? Like, is that what you're trying to say?
If I'm on let's say, because I don't use Hulu.
See,
What show do they have on there?
I was watching 1,000 Ways to Die.
Okay.
Okay, and the ads are all for Resistance 3.
No, they should be selling you life insurance. That's what I'm saying. Like, why are they not?
That's
it's
actually
keyword. I mean, the name of the show.
Okay, but let's say you already have life insurance and you're already happy with that. Maybe
you can upgrade.
You can switch.
Oh God.
Okay, well, that I think is traditional television ads. But the thing is, if you're going to have an interactive experience, and being able to switch, I think is a big deal. But the other thing is, what if you have a shared Hulu Plus account, and they're trying to figure out who you are? Because the thing is, sometimes you can do that. You want to pay once, and you want to be able to get different things on your queue. So they're trying to target you, but they can't figure out why you're watching 1,000 Ways to Die, and then you're watching, I don't know, Little House on the Prairie or something. I don't know what's on there.
See, if you're watching Little House on the Prairie, they should be having, realtor ads.
So,
on fire.
Yeah, you should be working in advertising.
Look at you. We will need somebody in our sales and marketing department eventually. That's what it's supposed to be, that empty office.
Oh, I thought that was a storage area.
No, that's supposed to be sales and marketing. So something you thought was gone, it's still around. They're still kicking around. SmelloVision. Say it with me. SmelloVision.
No.
Or as the French say, Overvision. Overvision. Ho ho. No?
I don't know if there was a laugh in there.
Okay, so this is still around. That looks pretty, yay, but I'm one of those people where I'm over enthusiastic about certain things with movies. I like seeing 3D. I like going to D-box seats. I do like, soaring over California in, Disneyland where you're actually smelling the orchards, smelling the mountains, but I'm worried about certain things in movies that I don't want to smell. I don't want to smell when they go down to the sewer. I'm good. And this is also intended for gaming.
There's
How is that going to work?
There's some cooking games out there, right, on the Wii. Like, where you have to chop up things and you have to make meals.
But what if you start to make something really bad?
Well, then you're
mix
doing
the wrong ingredients. You're like, oh, God. And then it's in your house. You can't leave the movie theater. It's there, man. You're stuck.
Okay, I didn't think about the...
Your child is ruined. He's just engulfed in it.
So they should sell an accessory with it, like a
deodorizer?
Like a gas mask.
A
I was thinking Febreze, but okay.
No, and that will be the ad for it. Febreze will come on when you look at this.
I like the idea, because the thing is, imagine this. You're at home. It's around the holiday time. That's usually when they start showing a bunch of fragrance ads. It's always perfumes, and they make no sense. People jumping off of high dive boards and they're going into pools and they're like, hey.
No, it's usually women coming out of the water, also majestic,
buy our beautiful fragrance. And the thing is, the reason why they look like that, because there's no way to get a smell across television. But if they could just, there you go. That's what.
Yeah, I would think this would work for certain things. But there's some things where I could see it going really bad. I'm a fan, but I'm still very skeptical.
Well, I would assume you could turn it off. Like, if you're going to watch something.
No, once it's on, man.
If you're gonna watch something that's
it's on like Donkey Kong.
If you're watching like The Honeymooners, where they work in the actually one of the guys works in the sewer.
Yeah, see right there.
They don't actually go in the sewer.
Hey man, they could be walking over it.
Just turn it off. Your SmelloVision.
So to protect your house, you should really have like a helmet.
Just engulf yourself.
Only inside the helmet is where it smells.
So have like a gas mask accessory.
Yeah, like with cartridges that you attach.
Okay. You know what? I think you figured out
like
the future of television.
Cheeseburger and onions and
so like
sewage.
Why would you? Oh God.
Like a Virtual Boy headset, so you can watch 3D and you can smell things.
No, we're over 3D. We're not doing 3D.
No, but you can do 3D like right here.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? It was Spy Kids 4D. That was the thing where you were supposed to be able to go supposedly to a movie theater, smell, and 3D action. I remember that. That died.
Scratch and sniff.
Was that what it was?
Yeah, they give you a card and cheeseburger.
Ridiculous.
Let me scratch this.
That
that
is ridiculously terrible.
Let's go to communications, shall we?
Yeah, we should.
There's the bumper made by Kuhan.
You've got mail.
There is pretty. Oh, we can't hear the noises.
I think they can.
Well, yeah.
Okay, we can. You guys can actually send us emails. You could send me an email. I don't know why you would, but you could. There's the actual email address below. iOntwit@gmail.com. Or you could call us at 321-22-OTHER. And we got a message from Chris Marchand, actually on Google+, because I post stuff on Google+. He wrote, any plans of putting these on RSS, and by these he means this show, so I can grab them on my phone. Does anybody know about that?
That's interesting. I should check. Because right now we're hosting, this is only on YouTube at the moment.
YouTube, right? And live stream.
So I'm wondering if YouTube has an RSS.
Well, I think you can subscribe to videos but you subscribe to users on YouTube. So you would get
Right.
everything from Twit. But I know that I'm pretty aware of this because I do this myself. I put it on my blog at iyaz.me. I put it on Google Plus, on Twitter. So if you're following me, you're going to find the video eventually.
Do you have an RSS for your website?
I think you could actually, I think Posters does it automatically. So if
Right.
you actually click the tag,
There
this
you
is
go.
another news, you'll be able to see the YouTube clips as they come up. And since most phones support YouTube videos, you should be able to watch it right from there. So if you want to watch the show later, you can. If you're watching it live, there's really no reason to watch it again, unless you want to watch all the secret messages and the stuff we say backwards when you play the show backwards.
Like the
Right,
we
exactly.
get
Oh, we weren't supposed to tell people about that. But if you have any story ideas, you can let us know at iontwit@gmail.com, or you can send us a voicemail at 321-22-OTHER. Unfortunately, we don't pick up the phone. Maybe I should hook it up to my RingCentral phone. I'll take
Hook
the
it up
call.
to your burner phone.
Call 321-22-OTHER, and I'll pick up the phone, and I'll say hi, and we can talk. It'll be fun. So you can do that.
you sound so excited. Says you like talking to people. That's your new favorite thing. RingCentral changed you. You're a changed man.
I think I could do it. I think, actually, I might do it. I'm going to hook this up.
Okay.
After the show, I'm going to hook up 321-22-OTHER to my desk phone, and
Nice.
which is powered by RingCentral.
Oh, yeah.
You can check it out.
Or you could go to all three of us.
We could do
We
that
can
too.
have
Because we're
backups.
not-
Because it's Google Voice, because it goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so that does it for us. If there's a story, again, email us. You can send us a call or whatever you want to do there, and I'll pick up the phone, maybe. Until next week, keep your eye on the news.
Yeah.